it and get a critical strike. I probably cannot. I'm gonna die. I mean, it doesn't matter anyway. Yay!
The streets are still crawling with zombies.
What was that? What was that noise? Alright, I'm gonna have to... Hello everybody, I'm here and I'm back after 2 days, and today we are going to do, at least we're gonna try to do a story playthrough of Leon A. Claire B scenario on Resident Evil Classic from 1998, US version on the PlayStation 1 using DuckStation emulator. Last 2 days were not merciful for me when it comes to my internet. There was like citywide issue with my provider, and basically it will not be a good day to stream. The past 2 days would be absolutely awful when it comes to streaming. Therefore, I said we had to make that hard choice to take 2 days off, which it's fine, it's okay, it's whatever, you know, it happens. But hopefully, internet is gonna be working today. To be quite honest, my main plan for today is to at least finish Leon A scenario. So yeah, I guess without further ado, I'm just going to check a couple of things. First, I'm gonna check the Discord if I put every single announcement on. And that I did. Alright, so... yeah, I'm just not gonna pause, I'm not gonna postpone. I'll switch to in-game screen. And we're gonna start playing Resident Evil 2. Leon Scenario A. Like I said, it's a DualShock Edition, American version of the DualShock Edition. Playing on DuckStation emulator. The goal of the run is to basically read all the notes, watch all the cutscenes, share the trivia, your level curiosities, and also some strategies against the bosses. Alright, so I'm going to load the game because I already have beaten Leon A. Claire B scenario. And I have it on memory card. Normal difficulty. Leon A. It's cutscene time, so I'm gonna disappear for a couple minutes. Enjoy.
A bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments. The Raccoon City Police Department's Special Stars Unit immediately began investigation in the affair. The case was apparently closed, thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished.
What have we got here? That guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me? Man, what a mess. What could have done this? What was that? What are these things? All right, that's far enough. Don't move! Don't move. No! What's up with that guy? That was a green head.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down! We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer. There!
Okay. What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went
Great.
insane.
Radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you. You okay?
Still in one piece.
Maniac's gonna ram us! Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Alright, into the gameplay we go. I also did not set up my armrests. There we go. If everything's gonna go right, we're gonna definitely get like solid 3 or 6 hours of a stream. And I'm saying that because I believe that my internet issue might still appear. Might doesn't have to. I hope it's not going to, because that would be tedious, to say the least. Hey, Ice Clone. Also, the another thing, this playthrough has been streamed on Twitch, so I'm going to interact with the chat as well as playing the video game. So if somebody gonna hear something out of context, well, now you know why. Another cutscene incoming.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Hold your fire! I'm a human!
Sorry about that. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I don't have a clue. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
Alright, so this is John Kando. Sorry, this is Robert Kando. I believe John is his brother. This is Robert Kando. He's having a gunshot. And now he's dead. Hey, Holtz. You technically can pick up a shotgun from Kendall's body, but it is most likely gonna mean that you're gonna get hit. And I quite frankly do not recommend doing that. It's kind of a little bit of a risky strategy over there. No, it's Kendo. Well, these guys did not really want to play nicely, so I had to bump a lot of them. Up the staircase. Let me just correct my glasses. So the past 2 days, I couldn't really do anything. I was trying to figure out stream element stuff, but I couldn't with the wonky internet that I had. So basically, it is what it is. I really hope that at least today I will be able to do the Leon A scenario. Because I really want to do the story playthrough. I really want to at least reach Resident Evil 4 by the end of the month. But don't have to worry, the goals in the marathon roads are still standing. The games that I will not be able to do story playthroughs during the marathon, I'm basically gonna leave them for the weekends. And that's it, because we already have lost like 2 days, which kind of limits the maximum amount of games that I will be able to play throughout the marathon. And it's sad. It's really sad, because I really was hoping that the entire month is gonna go fluently. Sadly, that was not the case. So yes, we're gonna read all the notes. We're gonna use all the films that are spread all over the police station. Hidden green herb for people who have been bitten way too much. I'm gonna keep it. Probably gonna put it in the inventory box until I'm gonna find a red herb. There's a little bit of a hidden goal, a little bit of a, you know, just a little bit of a curiosity that I'm gonna do when it comes to the story. I'm gonna pick up every single first aid spray, but I'm not gonna use them. I'm just gonna collect them. Not really any good reason for that. I just want to. Cutscene.
Oh, man. Who are you? Oh, you must be the new guy. Leon. Sorry, but it looks like your party has been canceled. What happened? About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving zombies in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything. They risked their lives to reveal the truth, but no one believed them. Not long after that, all this started to happen. Hang in there. Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go. But just go.
Fine, but I'm coming back for you. Just hold on.
So I think I have a hoarding problem. I think that comes naturally with playing RPG games, which I do. Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, but any Bethesda game basically teaches you hoard the things because you might use them. Okay, so Marvin, that was Marvin Branagh, and how they represented him in the original. In my opinion, they did him a more service in the remakes. Resident Evil 3 remake shows how he really got hurt and bitten. In Resident Evil 2 remake, it shows how he suffers from that, and he teaches both Claire and Leon on what not to do, so they don't repeat his mistakes. Anyway, we're gonna use the computer right now. And we're gonna use the card to unlock two lower sections of the police station. The right section and the left section. And we're simply gonna push forward. Alright, so I'm gonna leave the knife behind, and I'm also gonna leave the green herb because I don't need it currently. And we have our first note to read. Police Memorandum, 8th, 23rd, 1998. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened during the precinct rearrangement. The safe with 4-digit lock has been moved from the STARS office on the 2nd floor to the Eastern office on the 1st floor. Password is 2236. Raccoon Police Liaison Department. Step. The creature behind the window, that was a liquor. And there's actually a pretty interesting thing about this hallway over here. Well, first of all, you can get the ammo from the corpse. But the other interesting thing is that in unreleased version of this game, where you see this blood pool down below on the floor, the camera angle that would be pointing up here eventually as you approach the door, and it would show up that there's a head, and that head is actually dripping blood. The first liquor is very easy to avoid. Don't bank like me to the left or to the right. Just make a slight movement to the right, and liquor will not know what to do. Leon, as his permanent item, he has a lighter. Therefore, what I am going to do is I'm going to use the lighter in that room, but I also have noticed that there is a note to read over here. Operation report. Operation report September 26th. The Raccoon Police Department was unexpectedly attacked by zombies. Many have been injured, even more were killed. During the attack, our communication equipment was destroyed, and we no longer have contact with the outside. We have decided to carry out an operation with the intent of rescuing any possible survivors, as well as to prevent this disaster from spreading beyond Raccoon City. The details of the operation are as follows. Security of armament and communication. Chief Irons has voiced concern regarding this issue of terrorism due to a series of recent unresolved incidents. On the very day before the zombies attack, he made the decision to relocate all weapons to scattered intervals throughout the building as a temporary measure to prevent their possible seizure. Unfortunately, this decision has made it extremely difficult for us to locate all ammunition caches. It has become our top priority to recover these scattered munitions. To unlock the weapon storage. As stated earlier, it will be extremely difficult to secure all ammunition. However, a considerable supply still remains in the underground weapon storage. Unfortunately, the person in charge of a card key used to access the weapon storage is missing, and we have been unable to locate the key. One of the breakers went down during the battle, and the electronics locks are not functioning in these certain areas. It has become a top priority to restore the power in the power room and secure those locks. Recorded, David Ford. Operation report, September 27th, 1 p.m. The west barricade has been broken through and another exchange ensued. We sheltered the injured in the confiscation room on the first floor temporarily. 12 more people were injured in the battle. Recorded, David Ford. Additional report. 3 additional people were killed following the sudden appearance of an as of yet unknown creature. This creature is identified by missing patches of skin and razor-like claws. However, its most distinguishing characteristic is its lance-like tongue, capable of piercing a human torso in an instant. Their numbers as well as their location remains unknown. We have tentatively named this creature the Licker, and are currently in the process of developing countermeasures to deal with this new threat. That's operations report number 1. Now this picture over here has a solution, one of the solutions for the puzzle. It has a red jewel inside. And we're gonna drag that red jewel with us till the end of time. Alright, now we can leave this room and move ourselves towards the very first save zone, and the save zone is gonna have another note to read. Also, I'm killing every single zombie in this pathway. There are 2 green herbs over here, but quite honestly, I don't really need to pick them up. I already have 1 herb in the box, and if I'm gonna ever feel like I need to pick up the second one, then that's gonna change. Right now, in those shadows over here, you get even more pistol bullets. And we also got a note to read. Operation Report 2. Operation Report September 28th. Early morning, 2:30 a.m. Zombies overran the operation room and another battle broke out. We lost 4 more people, including David. We are down to 4 people, including myself. We failed to rescue the weapons cache, and hope for our survival continues to diminish. We won't last much longer. We agreed upon the plan to escape through the sewer. There is a path leading from the prison underground to the sewage disposal plant. We should be able to access the sewers through there. The only drawback is that there is no guarantee the sewage disposal plant is free of any possible dangers. We know our chances in the sewers are slim, but anything is better than simply waiting here to die. In order to buy more time, we locked the only door leading to the underground, which is located in the eastern office. We left the key behind in the western office since it's unlikely that any of those creatures have the intelligence to find it and unlock the door. I pray that this operation report will be helpful to whoever find it. Recorded, Elliot Edward. And I noticed a smudge on my glasses, so give me a second. To be honest, cops should not do herbs. Yeah, I mean, that would be a serious violation. Also, depends on which herbs are we talking about over here. I think it's pretty obvious which herbs we are talking about. But never mind that. Okay, so this locker over here is for people who are basically going to kill Brad Vickers at the entrance to the police station. To get Brad at the entry of the police at the entry of the police station, what you have to do is you have to beat up the game on any scenario. You also, once you start scenario, you cannot pick up any items from the start of the game until you're gonna reach the police station, and Brad Vickers is a guaranteed spawn. He's gonna drop the key, which you can use on this shelf over here, and it's gonna give you additional costumes as well. If I am correct, it's also gonna give you additional weapon. For Claire, it's single action army, and for Leon, I don't think that Leon actually gets anything new. I think Leon doesn't get like a new gun. He only gets that the animation as he holds the pistol is different. Basically, he can hold a weapon like this to the side, like kind of like Ada does, but Ada holds the weapon with two hands, while Leon would do it one-handedly. All right, so now we got the statue puzzle. Bronze statue to the right, silver statue to the left. Natural herbs. Yeah, but if those are hallucinogenic or like addictive stuff, then sure you shouldn't. Yes, I have watched Resident Evil. I have actually watched both the Konami showcase and the Resident Evil showcase. And quite honestly, when it comes to Silent Hill, I mean the main game, the Silent Hill 2, the cream of the crop, got given to the Bluebird team, so I have no fucking clue how that's gonna work. I have discovered that Bluebird team is actually mostly created out of like Polish people, and I didn't know that's a Polish studio to begin with. Konami's gonna try to release several games at the same time. I don't really find that to be a... It seems kind of desperate. Sure, they're outsourcing the stuff because they don't want to create it because they love pachinko more. But widespreading their content to like small third parties, especially when it comes to Silent Hill 2, which is one of the most crucial games in survival horror history, I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, we're gonna see. The trailer have shown that they can create something, but I don't know what to think about it. Alright, so now we have the stars room. There's the various trophies. On one of them reads Marksman Contest winner Chris Redfield. There's a lot of things that we don't know. I mean, Bluebird might actually do one good thing, but besides that, Bluebird has in the past a lot of accusations of stealing not content, but stealing stuff to create their own games, which is, you know, it's only allegations, so it cannot be even confirmed. But when you hear allegations of stealing, that is kind of risky, especially for me, because I'm a person that do not support stealing in any way, shape, or form. Stealing, thievery to me is a cardinal sin, and your hand should be cut off. But that's a little bit too radical, you know. If you are gonna steal and gonna get caught, you go to prison. There are even people who are so addicted and mentally disabled that they have to steal, the kleptomaniacs, and those people need to basically go through therapy, and that's a different thing. We actually sidetracked so much from this topic that I don't really even want to delve into that before I'm gonna sidestep to even more. Okay, so I'm gonna say a word or two about the Resident Evil 4 showcase, but first I want to clean up this entire Stars room. It's a picture of Stars members, and Stars members, I'm gonna say which ones I actually know. Okay, so these two, I have no idea who these guys are. I only know that they're helicopter pilots, and that's all I really know about them. So yeah, starting from the top, Forrest, Kenneth, Richard, Wesker, Barry, Brad from the bottom. I don't know who this guy is, like I said. Enrico, which I think Enrico actually holds stay at AUG. Chris, Jill, and that very buff, mainly looking person with the red bandana. That's most likely Rebecca. And now a little bit of a curiosity. You can search the STARS officers' desks. This is the desk of Albert Wesker. If you're gonna click 50 times on it, you're gonna get a film, which is what I'm gonna do right now. I also would say that this would be a good idea to maybe say a word about the RE4 showcase, which quite frankly there's not a lot to be said. They released the demo of the third person Resident Evil 8, which quite frankly I don't even own Resident Evil 8, so I don't really know what to think about it. But Resident Evil 4 remake, on the other hand, they actually showed a little bit of actual gameplay, a little bit. And it actually looked pretty nice. I'm going to say about it a little bit more in a second. It appears to be a replica of a gun. The owner is probably the member of an NRA, and it is because it's a Barry's desk. The desk is disorganized and untidy. It probably reflects the owner's personality. And this is the Chris's desk, because we can recognize the jacket as a bonus costume from the Resident Evil 1. It's a picture of a young man. There's a good chance that's her boyfriend. It's a Jill's desk, and we can recognize the Jill's desk because of the hat that is down here. It's her hat from Resident Evil 1. Several files from past case. Okay, nothing useful. We can get the first aid spray over here. There are unopened cardboard boxes. It looks like a rookie's desk, and this is the desk of Rebecca. In this shelf we get shotgun, which we definitely gonna need. And also, let's not forget reading the Chris's diary, which is right here on the desk. Chris's diary. August 8th. I talked to the chief today once again, but he refused to listen to me. I know for certain that Umbrella conducted T-virus research in that mansion. Anyone infected turns into a zombie, but the entire mansion went up in that explosion, along with any incriminating evidence. Since Umbrella employs so many people in town, no one is willing to talk about the incident. It looks like I'm running out of options. August 17th. We've been receiving a lot of local reports about strange monsters appearing at random throughout the city. This must be the work of Umbrella. August 24th. With the help of Jill and Barry, I finally obtained information vital to this case. Umbrella has begun research on the new G virus, a variation of the original T virus. Haven't they done enough damage already? We talked it over and have decided to fly to the main Umbrella HQ in Europe. I won't tell my sister about this trip because doing so would put her in danger. Please forgive me, Claire. And there goes the unicorn medallion.
Leon!
It's good to see you're still among the living. It looks like we're not gonna find your brother here after all. There's no reason for us to stay any longer than necessary. Let's split up, look for any survivors, and get out of here.
Right.
One last thing. Here's a radio. Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
Alright, now I need to move back to clean up my inventory a little bit. We're gonna go get back to the first save zone. We don't have to go through the door over here. We just ignore that altogether. I mean, right now, we're probably gonna have to kill those zombies later. Most likely we will, because we're gonna get a spade key. But yeah, from the Silent Hill Showcase, I have noticed that Kiro Yamaoka is actually coming back, and he's gonna create the music for the game, so we can actually expect the remade soundtrack for the Silent Hill 2, and we're gonna see how he's gonna do it. I also have noticed that they brought back Masahiro Ito, which is two good signs of, you know, things happening in a good direction when it comes to Silent Hill 2 remake, but how the development's actually gonna go, nobody freaking knows. Okay, film. And this is an Easter egg, because it says recruit, and it's the photo of Rebecca Chambers in the basketball uniform, which was suspiciously hidden in Wesker's desk. But yeah, we're gonna need everything else with us. We're gonna carry a lot of items for now. Also, yes, I'm using save states every single time I reach the save zone. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see. I'm not getting hyped for Silent Hill 2 remake. I'm not gonna pre-order. I'm not that desperate. Oh no, the hands have grabbed me. By the way, hands are dealing no damage to Leon. Or to anybody. She don't deal any damage. Once the liquor is gonna drop, you can simply run through without any fear. But yeah, I need to see, because right now we only got like a trailer, which could technically be considered to be a teaser. It's nothing very special. Now we're gonna use a unicorn medallion on the statue over here. That gives us the spade key. And now with that spade key, we need to move back to the hallway with the liquor, and also back to the stars hallway. We're gonna show you guys, check. It's in the shape of a spade. But yeah, then there was the, you know, the fact that Konami is trying to release, like, all of a sudden they're just busting their nut with 4 games in one movie. One of the games is just gonna be like an interactive movie, or interactive game of some sort. And I made a mistake again. I should go for the door right next to the liquor. It's fine. It's fine. I totally forgot about it because I started talking. They're releasing like Silent Hill Townfall, Silent Hill apps in chat, as I want to name it. I really don't know, because out of all the Silent Hills so far, the most interesting one is the Silent Hill F, which seems to be either it's very inspired by Japanese culture. That is like one thing that I have 100% noticed. The other thing is that it might mean fungus, like all the plants that are growing out of the ground when you watch the trailer. That's actually like maybe like a fungus. So if it's a fungus, it's clearly like an inspiration from the Resident Evil 7 and 8, because Resident Evil 7 and 8 was touching upon the organism that was constructed out of the fungus. It was a fungal parasite. So I think there's a little bit of inspiration from Resident Evil that they're trying to like get that to happen. About Temple, we don't know a goddamn thing. Then you have this interactive story that's gonna happen on Twitch, and it's gonna be basically one full story. That's our decision. Once we're gonna make a decision, that's gonna be a canon for that game. And that's it. Which is okay, it's a one-time thing. People are gonna play it on chat, and that's it. There's not much else to be said. We actually left the crank behind because we're gonna need it much later. We don't need it right now. And Silent Hill F doesn't really say anything else, you know. But now when it comes to Capcom showcase, sure they showed the first-person Resident Evil. The entire showcase was actually pretty well made. It was pretty nice. You know, they basically hired the Duke voice actor to do like the entire introduction and stuff, and it was actually pretty fun. I really liked that. And then they showed up a little bit more information about Resident Evil 4. The zombies in this hallway needs to be killed. They showed a little bit more information about Resident Evil 4, which is great. A little bit of gameplay. And 2 more trailers. Okay, first I want to kill the zombies. Ooh, okay, I didn't get bit. Got lucky right there. Okay, spade key is useless. Now we're gonna have to run through the corpses. I want to deal with this room first, before I'm gonna proceed any further. So yeah, when it comes to Resident Evil 4 showcase, we're actually gonna go to the library right now. When it comes to Resident Evil 4 showcase, there was a trailer of Ada Wong. It seems like they have replaced her voice actress, which, only judging from the 2 lines that we have heard about Ada, it might be actually not a very good voice actress, but then again, it's only 2 lines. It would be very stupid to judge the entire performance based only on 2 lines, though she looks pretty great. Leon looks pretty good. They show Salazar. I think the game is gonna have much darker tone than the original Resident Evil 4, which is also good. Okay, so now the library puzzle. To solve the library puzzle, you need to move 2 left shelves to the right. And there goes the first plug. They changed how the Lewis looks, and I don't really like how Lewis looks. It's not that his clothing is weird or anything like that. It's not even about his clothing. It's about his facial expression. Lewis, Sarah, and RE4 remake. Lewis, Sarah in the remake trailers looks like he's the guy that's willing to drag you to the dark alley to sell you some drugs. I don't know, I simply don't enjoy that. When it comes to this part of the story playthrough, those 2 zombies that are killing right now, they needs to be killed. Because we're gonna get through this path a lot of times, and you really don't want to get these 2 in your way. Ashley looks cute, but that's kind of the only thing that I can really say. Ashley just looks cute. Leon looks like he really grown up, but one thing that I have noticed is that during that trailer they decided not to dig deeper into Leon's past and his past relation with the Raccoon City. In the first trailers that we have seen, Leon was actually, you know, a little bit more worried about what things that he got in the past. Like, he could not forget about them so much that he has a form of PTSD even. Okay, so we have a small key. I'm not gonna plan to upgrade the pistol, I'm gonna use this to get more pistol rounds, and we have a note. I'm gonna continue the discussion about Resident Evil 4 out after the note. Secretary's Diary, April 6th. I accidentally moved one of the stone statues on the second floor when I leaned against it. When the chief found out about it, he was furious. I swear the guy nearly bit my head off, screaming at me never to touch that statue again. If it's so important, then maybe he shouldn't have put it out in the open in the first place. April 7th. I heard that all the art pieces from the chief's collection are rare items, literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know which is the bigger mystery, where he finds those tacky things, or where's he getting the money to pay for them. May 10th. I wasn't surprised to see the chief come in today with yet another large picture frame in his hands. This time it was a really disturbing painting depicting a nude person being hanged. I was appalled by the expression on the chief's face as he leered at painting. Why anyone would consider something like that to be a work of art is beyond my comprehension. Well, Miss Secretary, art is subjective. Should I go to Horny Jail? Yep. 100%. So yeah, from the gameplay when it comes to RE4 Showcase, it actually seems like they implemented the QTEs in a very different way. Right now, the buttons to reflect the damage or basically avoid the damage are gonna show up on the screen for like a short period of time. And it's not gonna be tap or hold, it's gonna be just press once and you're good to go. Right now I'm gonna use that small key. The other thing that I have implemented is that knife has limited amount of health, it seems. So there's a chance that we're gonna either find several knives, or we are going to find, or we basically will be able to repair the knife. One of two options. The time will tell how they're gonna deal with that. But the other mechanic that he introduced is that you can actually parry the attacks, which immediately the first thing that came in through my head was, oh my god, it's Dark Souls. Hey guys, look at this, it's Dark Souls. It's actually not. But I'm really interested. They definitely made Resident Evil 4 more actiony, just like the original was. But we got the same guy on the production of the Resident Evil 4 that we had during the production of Resident Evil 2 remakes. So honestly, I have high hopes for that game. We're gonna see how it's gonna go. I would really like to play Resident Evil 4 remake, but I don't have money for that. I simply don't have money for that. Okay, so these zombies over here, these guys can be avoided, so just not get bothered with them. The other thing is that I quite actually had more hope from the Capcom showcase than I had from Konami. Oh no, birds. Well, I got bit by birds. You know what that means? We're gonna pick up the green herb and we're gonna heal ourselves, because we can do that. Hey Dutchman, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. If it will come to Game Pass, I don't know. I really don't know. Now, we are in this room for a reason. We're gonna clean up plenty of zombies, because we're gonna pass through this hallway plenty of times. So just clean up the hallway. The sad part about this, all of this is that the camera angle doesn't really show if zombie is dead or alive. So if you're gonna get bit, we're gonna get bit, and that's all there is to it. Actually, this angle shows up pretty well. And he got turbo. Okay. Okay, dude. Well, at least I managed to push him away. So it's all good. No worries, there's plenty of healing in the game. And now for the save. The password was 2, 2, 3, and 6. Some bucks for the village DLC. Yeah, I'm not... Honestly, I'm really not interested in story of the daughter. I'm just not interested. Behind this desk, you can get additional healing items if you really need them. There are actually 2 green herbs behind this desk, so we can pick them up if you want to. Resident Evil 2 always gonna give you enough healing to do whatever the hell you want. But we also had to clean up this hallway because we're gonna go through here several times. Also, we are not going through the left side because over here you have a landmine zombie on the bottom left corner, as I'm calling him the Landmine Larry. Yeah, the remake is going to happen. In a matter of fact, 2023 is gonna be a one hell of a year for survival horror. I mean, we have Callisto Protocol, we have Dead Space, we have Resident Evil 4 Remake. We're gonna have one hell of a year for the survival horror. And Resident Evil and Dead Space Remake also looks pretty nice. So who knows? Who knows? I'm having high hopes. But I'm not falling into the hype. I'm not gonna pre-order. If I had enough money, the only game from all the games that I would actually pre-order would be Resident Evil 4. Because I don't trust Konami or Bloober. And I also don't trust EA with the remakes. Or maybe I shouldn't say EA with the remakes. I don't trust EA games in general. Just like Konami. Like, they outsourced one of their main games, but outsourcing, I don't think it's actually a very good idea. Anyway, this door over here, you don't open that door because it's gonna spew more zombies on you and you don't want to encounter those zombies. God knows when we're gonna hear anything about Dino Crisis. You have the Exoprimal, which nobody cares about. Ah, fuck. Well, that's another bite. I have bounced off wrongly out of the light post, and there we go, another bite. Well, had to happen. But quite frankly, I don't care. We got plenty of healing items. We're gonna pick up even plenty more as we go along, so yeah. When it comes to me and Silent Hill, I would also like to only have a remaster, just a graphical update. But keep the keep the voice lines, or simply try to rehire original voice actors. Which I doubt it's gonna be possible, because in case of Silent Hill 2, Guy Seehee, the guy that was behind the voice of James Sutherland, it's not really in good relations with Konami. I mean, it's kind of... It seems to be kind of weird that Konami does not really, you know, play along with a lot of voice actors for some reason. Alright, time to get rid of the red gems. New Parasite event will happen. That is the work of Square Enix. Parasite Eve, to begin with, was basically a mix of a survival horror and RPG, even more of an RPG than a survival horror, come to think about it. I bet that the game was definitely fun, but I don't think it would be for me, because it would be too much of an RPG, too much Square Enix put into it. but that is my opinion. Alright, so now we're in this room. If you go for those boxes over here and you just press down, you're gonna get additional shotgun shells. And now the statue over here. So the first thing that's gonna pick our attention is the precinct key. It's a diamond key. And now to get rid of the red jewels. I mean, Square Enix actually moved their asses a little bit, and they decided to throw in a possibly an actual real survey about what to do with Legacy of Kain series. And that's a second chest plug over here. I'm gonna leave it behind when I'm gonna get to the box. I think I'm gonna create a wish list of games, because I definitely have a few games that I would like to play. Alright, so Valve is gonna go down below. Then there's Crank, chess pieces, and I'm gonna keep pistol and a shotgun with me. Especially considering the fact that we're gonna use the shotgun as the next thing. Deus Ex, honestly, the only game from Deus Ex series that would require a good remake is Deus Ex 1. The first Deus Ex. Because you have Human Revolution, which is a great game by itself, and it's also pretty freaking fresh. You have Mankind Divided, which I never played. And we are not talking about Deus Ex Fall or Deus Ex 2. We are just not talking about those games. It's a taboo topic. Anyway, now we got the diamond key, and the first location I'm gonna open the diamond key is gonna be hallway where the Marvin is. And we're gonna revisit him. From which we also gonna get the heart key. And also a film from the hallway before we even gonna talk to the Marvin. The one other thing that I need to do, we have 2 green herbs over here. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to pick up those 2 green herbs. I'm gonna use one on myself, and I'm gonna leave the other one inside of a box. I'm gonna use one on myself because I have taken a bite, and the second one is gonna be for the red herb, for the Final Birkin, in case Final Birkin is not gonna play along. Which he might not. And we need to be aware of that. Alright, going for the Marvin right now. Diamond key used, and I have a shotgun prepared over here because behind this door we're gonna get a bunch of zombies, and when it comes to shotgun and zombies, always go for the head. Two over here, 2 over there. Now sadly when it comes to zombies over here, you're kinda gonna have to aim down below, because camera angle does not really allow you to see how far the zombies actually are, so you have to basically deal with what you got. Now, the other thing, we have a film over here. Shotguns are able to perform 3 headshots at the same time. Alright, 18. This is gonna be blocked, so first let's use that film. And that's film A. Code G Human Body Experiment 9/15/15/24. And now we can go to the Marvin room with a little bit more inventory space. I also believe that Marvin room is gonna have a note to read. This locker over here can only be opened if you are playing as Claire, because you're gonna get C4 from there and then detonator from the Marvin's room. Well, Marvin was actually pretty fast, and the fact that I didn't get bitten could be considered to be a miracle. But now we have the hard key. The next thing on the agenda, this locker over here. More pistol rounds. And also the note for Leon right here on the desk. Memo to Leon. To Leon Scott Kennedy, congratulations on your assignment to the Raccoon City Police Department. We all look forward to have you as the part of our team and promise to take good care of you. Welcome aboard from all the guys at the RPD. Also, the other thing that is worth noticing, if I could get a good camera angle, the little blue in the middle lower screen, like over here, pretty much. Yeah, OBS is capturing. It says welcome Leon with double L's. This was actually kind of corrected and left as an Easter egg in the remake, because in the remake it says welcome Leon all the way over here, but the additional L is missing from the top and just simply lying on the desk. It's a nice little Easter egg that remake have done. There's even a mod that basically changes welcome Leon to you suck Leon, and it's actually pretty damn funny. Alright, so now we have the hard key, we have the diamond key. I'm gonna check the shape of a heart. Yep. The first thing I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna clean up and use up the diamond key, because we don't really need it. I mean, we do need it because we're gonna get a plug and also we're gonna get an electric wire, but I simply want to use up the diamond key. Zombies! As I told, you can get 3 headshots at the same time with a shotgun. I was not sure if all the zombies are gonna group up properly, so this is why I did the things I did. A triple squish was definitely satisfying. Okay, I don't know why my R1 started dropping down, but okay. Doesn't matter. Alright, that's the last zombie over here. Diamond key is useless. We can drop it out. In here we're gonna get the wire and additional plug, as well as the first aid spray. So that's 3 items. Probably should use the hard key right now if I want to really bring these first aid spray with me. Yeah, let's just use the hard key. Yeah, let's just use the hard key. We'll be able to bring all the items with me at the same time. Because normally I don't really pick up the first aid spray, I just try to ignore them. But it is a little bit of a stipulation for this run. Just a tiny bit. Just try to collect all the first aid sprays if I can. And I'm going through this hallway because I know it's a very safe path. 95% of the zombies have been killed. There's only landmine Larry to the bottom left, but as far as I care, I'm never gonna get through that part, so I am good. I also know that I can push him like more towards the desk, and he's never gonna beat me that way, but quite frankly I prefer the safer version. Simply don't get touched, easy. In a matter of fact, I'm gonna combine the red and the green right here in this section. I'm not gonna go back for the chest, for the box. In a matter of fact, I know that I'm gonna have to get back for the box and leave a couple items behind, but there's a red herb like right over here, so might as well I can just pick it up. But first things first. Oh, actually no, I need to pick up this red herb right now. Let's hold up 3. Yeah, if I'm not gonna pick up this red herb right now, I'm not gonna have any inventory space whatsoever. There we go. Another combo for the final boss fight of the game. Which actually, the final boss fight of the game will be on a scenario. I'm gonna utilize the speedrun strats for that. Out of all the things. And there goes the third chest plug. Looking through the window. Don't worry about him. Because if you just run directly to the exit door, you're pretty much perfectly safe. And he's not gonna stab you or do anything against you. I actually startled over here for a second because I totally forgot about him existing. Alright, so the next thing I'm gonna do, considering that I have a full inventory, I'm going to drop it. Alright, so we have left every single item that I need to leave, and now I can go back and use the hard door that I have opened just a minute ago. I know, I just wasted a little bit of time of backtracking. Oh bloody well, boo-hoop-de-doo-be-doo. Now we're gonna use the cord, or the wire, if you will, on the window. Backtracking a stupid survival game. I know, right? Your playthrough always should be linear. Nothing else to be said, right? Because, you know, gathering supplies, it's not a thing that survival horror would ever do. Some kind of like lame imagination from the 90s. Also in the corner over here, you're gonna get even more shotgun shells, which is always great. And now it's time for the parking lot. And when it comes to the parking lot, I'm actually gonna use the strats that I have learned about this area. First of all, we're gonna kill all the dogs. This is the first dog that we're gonna kill. Now that we have killed this big guy over here, we are gonna reset this area for a good reason. Because the moment we're gonna reset the area, the two other dogs are gonna be... They're basically gonna calm down, and it's gonna allow me to basically go through the zone and set myself perfectly so I can kill them. Just like that. And just like that, two dogs are killed. Basically, follow the audio cues. Leon A does not necessarily have to go through here, but there's a red herb over here. Pick it up, and we are just gonna leave it. And we are not gonna come back through here anymore. And just like that, this pathway right now is pretty much clean until we're gonna see we get back over here and we're gonna have to deal with the lickers. RE6 doesn't have that problem. RE6 is a problem in itself. Cutscene.
Sorry about that. When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Who are you?
Ada Wong.
And what are you doing here?
I'm looking for some guy named Ben. He's one of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I heard he was locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance. I've been trying to find another way inside. If we work together, we can move this thing. Give me a hand here, will you?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a hand in a second. I have priorities, and the priorities is to make another combo. Blasphemy. The entire game is the freaking blasphemy. As in Resident Evil 6. I'm not a fan of Resident Evil 6 at all. I cannot enjoy that game. No matter how many times I actually try to like really enjoy it, I just can't.
Ada, wait!
More pistol rounds over here. And now we are gonna go in and get another cutscene with Ben.
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right? Get up, now.
What do you want? I'm trying to sleep here.
Is this the guy?
Ben, you told the city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you? What did you tell them?
And who the heck are you?
I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John. He was working for a branch office of Umbrella based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. I heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
I don't know anything. And even if I did, why would I want to tell you?
Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
I have it right here, officer. But I'm not about to leave this cell. Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
What was that?
Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell. Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
What?
Look, if you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me.
But do you even know how to get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
All right, I'm going.
If he doesn't give you the card, just shoot him in the leg. Yeah, just shoot him in the leg, set shots fire officer down. And just knock yourself down with whatever you're gonna find nearby. Yep, and that's a manhole opener. Manhole opener. That's funny. But yeah, let's go through the sewers. We're gonna see if we're gonna get poisoned by the spiders. Maybe we will, maybe we will not. Anyway, over here, the dogs that are in the kennels over here, don't think about going over there. No point. Sure, there are herbs over there, but in general, there's just no. It's not worth to go over there. You're gonna waste more ammunition that you would ever want. And you're only gonna get like one green herb or one blue herb, which, unless you're really that desperate, yeah, sure, go ahead, but there's no real need. Hey, take a look at that, we didn't get poisoned. What a miracle. Alright, so over here, I'm gonna pick up this blue herb and I'm gonna leave it behind. In case I'm gonna get poisoned by this spider or the spiders are gonna happen later in the game. You could call it an insurance policy, if you will. And I'm going to pick up all the chest plugs. Alright, let's go. All those chest plugs I can install right now in the room that is right in front of me. I install the plugs. And now it's time for a better part of the playthrough. It's gonna be a Leda part. Nice one. It's gonna be Ada part. And Ada is actually great in comparison to Sherry, because Sherry cannot defend herself, and Ada has a gun, and she can fire fast with that gun.
Ada? I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD. It's a dead end.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft? Give me a boost. I'll go and check.
Alright, so in a scenario, we have to deal with dogs, which Ada is perfectly prepared for because she got a lot of pistol rounds. And just like that, every danger that was in Ada's path has been eliminated. Because Ada can defend herself and she runs very, very fast. Which also gives me, pretty much it gives me a permission to pick up the additional shotgun shells for Leon. Alright, but now for the puzzle. That's in this section. Simple box puzzle. Just like we did it in the Claire A scenario. Push boxes, turn on the water. And that's it. I'm also constantly looking down on my OBS if I'm not losing internet connection, because I'm still being paranoid. I hope I'm not going to jinx it. But for the past 2 days, my internet connection was really unstable, really unstable. So basically today I at least want to I want to get like at least a solid Leon A scenario. Yeah, thanks for that, Ice Clone. Thanks for the info. I'm really happy that the quality of the stream is actually holding up pretty good. That makes me sleep a little bit easier, just a little bit easier. Because there's no rest of the wicked.
Leon, can you hear me?
Ada, did you find anything?
Right here. Think fast. Here's one more. Hey, I can't reach the ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
What? Ada, wait!
Alright, now we're gonna pick up the shotgun shells and the club key. And we're gonna open every single door that requires a club key. Check. It's in the shape of a club. Wowee. Who could have expected that? Yeah, I don't really have to like drop anything. If I'm gonna get poisoned by a spider, we're simply gonna go to the cell room and we're gonna get blue and green over there and we're gonna combine it. Hey, guess what have happened? Guess what have happened? We got immediately poisoned. Bad RNG. Oh well, I'm gonna go to the to Ben's cell area and we're gonna combine blue with green and immediately use it on ourselves. We have no other choice. What have happened? The game have decided to be a busted. Bad RNG. Usually the spider don't really poison me over there. But I guess the game have decided otherwise. Which is, you know, it's fine, it's okay, whatever. Happens. Shit happens. And just like that, we are back in action. A little bit of a detour. Okay, so the club key, and I'm gonna immediately bring up the shotgun because we're gonna have to deal with 2 lickers on the outside. There's also gonna be opportunity for us to open the armory door and get the pouch and the submachine gun, because we need pouches because space and submachine gun for the Geodalt. Claire does not get any additional items from the armory besides the ammunition. Well, that licker have decided to take 3 shots from a shotgun. Don't really know what to think about that. Sometimes that actually happens. And this guy's gonna be the same. Oh well. There's a green herb inside of the electric room, so I'm just gonna restore my health to 100% with that. A trap! Oh my god, it would be a shame if I could escape from that. Well, anyway, electric room, we're gonna bring the power back to the armory. Also, I'm gonna use the green herb over here. On the right side over here, you have the map of the basement, which at this point, you don't really need it. Up, up, down, down, and up. Power is supplied to the door, and now we can use the red card key to get to the armory. Two lickers took 3 shotgun shells in a row. Don't really know what to think about that. That doesn't really happen often. And there we go. Side pack and submachine gun. I'm gonna take the side pack first. RNG maybe. Maybe it's RNG, maybe it's just me taking them at the wrong angle. It happens. This submachine gun, should probably leave it for Claire. No, you shouldn't. Take it for yourself. Be a master of your own faith, Leon. Alright, so now we only have to open 2 doors with the club key. And one of the doors is gonna have a note and a magnum. It's gonna be the door that we're going for right now. Just aim correctly. Yep. Just aim at the enemy. easy. Which I actually did. Maybe the enemy was just a little bit too far. And that caused the issue. Anyway, it's not that big of a problem. Okay, first things first. Magnum. The Maggie. Watchman's Diary. August 11th. I finally had the chance to see blue skies for the first time in ages, but it did little to lift my spirits. I was reprimanded by the chief for neglecting my duties while I was up on the clock tower. There's only one thing I still don't understand. The chief seemed to be more concerned about the fact that I was up on the tower rather than I was neglecting my duties. Why was access to the tower prohibited in the first place anyway? September 5th. I recently talked to the old man who works in the scrapyard out back. His name is Thomas. He's a quiet man and he really seems to enjoy chess. He even went so far as to design a special key and lock engraved with the chess pieces on them for one of the doors in the disposal yard. We made plans to play chess tomorrow night. I can't help but wonder how good he is. One thing that's been bothering me about him is the way he is always scratching himself. Does he have some sort of a skin disease, or he is just rude? September 9th. Thomas was a much better player than I have imagined. I used to think of myself as a fairly decent player, but he did a pretty good job of humbling me. About the only thing I imagined that could match his skill in chess is his appetite. All the guy did was talk about food throughout the entire game. He sounded fairly healthy, but he didn't look quite right. I wonder if he's okay. September 12th. I was supposed to play another game of chess with Thomas, but we had to cancel it because he hadn't been feeling too well. He stopped by to see me, but I told him to go back and rest since he literally looked like a walking dead. He insisted that he was just fine, but I could tell he was really having problems. Come to think of it, I haven't been feeling too good myself lately. Hey Dark Tiger, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Doing well, happy Saturday. Alright, so that was the second usage of the club key. And now I'm gonna use the club key for the last time. The room that I'm thinking about, it's definitely gonna have a film, but I also believe it's definitely gonna have also a cogwheel for the clock tower. Every single I don't know why it asks you to download every single language. I never had that. For me, installation of Fallout 3 was always just a few gig download, and that's it. I don't know why it downloads every single language for you. Why it's 43 gigs, it's another thing. The Fallout 3, it never was 43 gig download, so... that is very, very suspicious. And there goes the club key. In comparison to Claire A scenario, we are not getting a liquor over here. And we're gonna put a little chimney over here. We're gonna put some fire into it. And now we're gonna use... the puzzle over here is middle, right, and left. And there goes the cogwheel. But we still need to clean up our inventory because not only we have a film to use, we also need to pick up the crank with us. So let's go to the dark room. We're gonna use the film over there, and then we're gonna start the inventory. Seems like a most valid idea. Blame Epic? I would blame Epic because it is not normal. Your Fallout 3 should not be a 43 gig download. Not even Skyrim has that much requirement of a disk space. So there's definitely something wrong going on. I don't know what it is, but so I don't know why you're trying to play the Fallout 3 through the Epic Store when you can get the one on GOG and it's a perfectly balanced and relatively stabilized version of the game that you can modify and make TTW out of it. Wait, that is not the room. Hold up a second. I actually realized something. You don't have to go through this hallway. You can go through the Marvin room, and that's a much safer, much better thing. You were just adding it to your library. Well, adding to the I hope you cancel that download, because adding to library does not require you to download the game, even on Epic. I'm gonna bring that green herb with me. I'm gonna leave it behind. Insurance policy, just in case. It's gonna make me feel safer if I'm gonna keep it with me. Epic. I mean, they give you free games. Like I have all the modern Tomb Raiders in the Epic stores, so it's not really as bad, though. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that. I really don't know what to think about that. It's a platform, you know, they give you free games. That's what a lot of people have downloaded them because of a lot of free games. Film B. Pictured in front of the Aruka's tailor. Regressed into a zombie within 2 hours. Subject repeatedly complained about severe agitation in the epidermis in addition to feeling of nausea. This happened up to the moment he lost consciousness. Pictured by Air Lambert. Hey Sundog, how you doing? Hope you're doing well, Sundog. Alright, now we're gonna get Crank and we are going for the clock tower. Which, go to the clock tower, it's gonna mean that we're still gonna have to kill one more licker. Because Leon does not encounter as many lickers as Claire in her A scenario. Hope all of you are doing well today. Happy, and I wish you a happy Saturday. Hey Alpha, it goes pretty good. Halley Marathon goes. And that's another licker that took 3 shots to kill instead of 2. Well, I guess it's not my day with the lickers. It is what it is, though. Had a little bit of a couple days off because my internet connection was absolutely dog shit. And it was. Mother was basically resetting itself almost every hour. So it was not fun. But it seems like everything works right now, so I'm really happy about that. Well, they are funny because it's a PlayStation 1 game. All of the things about PlayStation are funny. But it was basically how people were working with the limitations of, you know, they basically had to put a lot of stuff in the 700 megs CDs. And so some things are looking absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, this was horror back then, because a lot of horror came out of the kid's imagination rather than, or the imagination itself, rather than from the visual perspective. And we're gonna use this dust chute. And now we're gonna have to deal with the spiders again. Or maybe before that, we're gonna have to talk with Ben.
No! Get away!
Interesting thing about the little squishy eye is that depends on the version of Resident Evil 2, the squishy sounds when the eye is moving around is not gonna be present.
Ben! Can you still hear me? Come on, answer! Damn! I don't believe this. I almost got the story. Ben. Bitter irony. The chief of police, a co-conspirator. Get that scum. Make him pay. Hang in there, Ben. Oh, my chest. It's burning. What's wrong?
Good God, what was that?
Mail to the Chief. To Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. We have lost the Mansion Lab facility due to actions of the renegade operative Albert Wesker. Fortunately, his interference will have no lasting effects upon our continued virus research. Our only present concern is the presence of the remaining STARS members, Redfield, Valentine, Burton, Chambers, and Vickers. If it comes to light that the STARS have any evidence as to the activities of our research, dispose of them in such a manner that it would appear to be a purely accidental. Continue to monitor their progress and make certain their knowledge does not go public, and that will continue to be your contact throughout this affair. William Birkin. To Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. I have deposited the amount of $10,000 to the account for your services, this term as per our agreement. The development of the G-Virus scheduled to replace the T-Virus is near completion. Once completed, I am certain that I will be appointed to be a member of the Executive Board for Umbrella Incorporated. It is imperative that we proceed with extreme caution. Redfield and the remaining STARS members are still attempting to uncover information on the project. Continue to monitor their activities and block all attempts to investigate the underground research facilities. William Birkin. To Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. We have a problem. I have received information informing me that Umbrella HQ has sent spies to recover my research to the G-Virus. There are an unknown number of agents involved. They must not be allowed to take this project away from me, as it represents my entire life's work. Search the city thoroughly for any suspicious persons, detain any such individuals by whatever means deemed necessary, and contact me immediately through a net. With these precautions, any possible threat should be eliminated. I will not allow anyone to steal my work on the G-Virus, not even Umbrella. William Birkin.
Where are you going, Ada?
To the chemical plant. I have a feeling that's where I'll find John.
Ada, wait! Hey! Do you read me, Claire? We now have access to the back of the parking lot.
Got it.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
Reading Big Pharma private emails IRL. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, now it's time to face the spiders again. I wonder if they're gonna get me poisoned this time. And also, this is gonna be a time when we're gonna have our first boss fight. Hence why I'm preparing the submachine gun. Did I get poisoned? Did I get hurt? Nope. So I can easily go for the boss fight now. I also put that blue herb inside of a box, so we are 100% good and safe on doing anything. Alright, boss fight time. G-Adult. Alright, so basically I did not manage to share the strategy because I was a little panicked about the little babies that could attack me. Basically what you have to do is, the most safest way to do it is go in the corner over here, point your gun forward, and then the cone of sight is gonna hit both babies, little babies that he's spewing around, and the G-Adult himself. But the babies are actually like so low, like, see this guy over here? You basically aim down, and that's it. You aim down on them. You basically point the gun, and you tap down like this. That way you're gonna hit the G-Adult and the babies at the same time. And I hold the trigger for a little bit longer because I didn't want it to get hit by the little G-Adult babies, little G-Parasites. So, yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. This is gonna be our only usage of the submachine gun for the entire game. There's not really any good reason to use that weapon anywhere in the future.
Ada! What was that all about? Running off like that was reckless and stupid. Those zombies are everywhere, not to mention that thing that got Ben.
I was there, Leon. I know.
Look, Ada, as an officer, it's my job to look out for you. But we're not going to get through this alive if we don't work together, okay?
All right. We'll do this your way for now.
reckless and stupid. Yeah, the voice acting was not really like the piece of art, but quite honestly, it's still a better voice line delivery than what we got in the original Resident Evil 1. Original Resident Evil was just a... the voice acting was actually quite horrible. But you know, everybody loves it anyway. So what should I complain? It's considered to be a cult classic, so hey. Jill, don't open that door! But Chris is... Anyway, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for the warehouse and I'm gonna get magnum rounds and I'm also gonna get additional shotgun shells. Magnum rounds over here. Gonna sort the inventory after that, so I can only have the valve down below, not the magnum rounds. We are actually going to collect all the magnum rounds for the final boss fight. We are not gonna use... We're not gonna use magnum on any enemies, because on Leon A, you don't really get a lot of ammunition for the magnum, in comparison to the B scenario. During B scenario as Leon, you get so much magnum rounds that you can just spend, you actually can spend willy-nilly on whatever target you want. And that's a fact. Valve over here. And now we have a note on the desk, which I'm gonna read. Sewer management facts. User list for the connecting facility. On the first and third Wednesdays of the month, Angelica Margaret, chief of the maintenance, will make use of the facilities. Be sure to reduce the moisture levels in the facility by activating the fan, as the equipment she will be using is susceptible to the effects of water vapors. On the 28th of every month, the chemical transporter Don Weller will use the facility. The chemicals he will be transporting are extremely volatile. Extreme caution should be observed through their transport. On the 6th and 16th of every month, Police Chief Brian Irons will visit the facility to attend the regular meetings that take place in the lab. On the 4th Friday of every month, William Birkin will use the facility to conduct a training seminar for the Chicago branch of Umbrella Incorporated. As the probability of an attack upon Dr. Birkin will be high, take every measure conceivable to guard his life. You will be informed of all other potential visitors and the times they will arrive as needed. Guide these individuals to their destination safely. We expect nothing but the best from you. Charles Coleman, Secretary-Chief, Umbrella Headquarters. Yes, it's about freedom, yes. Tell you about freedom. Yep. God damn. It's about freedom, dude.
Leon, that woman was... I have to talk to her.
Yes, let's leave a cop bleeding down on the ground to his death while I'm gonna chase some other lady. Oh, I can already hear the other spiders over there. Ugh. And another cutscene incoming now.
Don't move. You're the one who was with that cop, if I'm not mistaken. Identify yourself. Ada Wong. Ada Wong. I've heard that name before. Now I remember. One of the men from Chicago who came to assist the T-virus research used his girlfriend's name as his password. Ada and John, I believe. How did you know? Who are you? Annette Birkin. My husband is the man responsible for the creation of the T-virus. William Birkin. What? John's dead. He became one of those zombies. My condolences. And although I regret this, you will be joining him shortly. I won't let anyone take the G-virus away from me. G-virus? It's capable of creating the ultimate bioweapon. Its potential is even greater than that of the T-virus. Then that must mean the creature in the police department is... precisely my husband, William. And it's all Umbrella's fault. None of this would have happened if they hadn't tried to steal his research away from him.
This way.
It's sheer perfection. My precious G-virus. No one will ever take you away from me.
There he is.
So you finally come.
Doctor, we're here to collect the G-virus sample.
Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work.
Stop. You might hit the sample. That's it, all right. Okay, let's move out.
William. Oh my. Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
Alpha team, have you retrieved the sample yet?
Affirmative. We'll be at the rendezvous point in 1 minute.
Roger.
Are you telling me that he injected the G-virus into his own body? The G-virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that? Something's wrong. Let's check it out. Over there. Shoot! Eat this, you freak! I'm stopping it! What is this thing? Hurry! What is this thing? Fire! Fire! Son of a...
So those rats were the carriers of the virus. As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. Even worse, every G-virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other creatures. And create offspring. No. Too bad.
Back to the gameplay, and that was basically a backstory on how the T-virus, how the entire shebang with the T-virus have actually happened.
Ada?
Ador. Alright, moving on. Now we control back as Leon, and our objective as Leon is to get 2 medals, silver and gold. If you want to escape from the sewers, you also have the valve, which valve is also another very helpful item. I believe that both of the corpses have something good hidden. Yep, shotgun shells, and we are definitely gonna need those. Now when it comes to the sewers, we're gonna avoid the first spiders over here. And the second spiders as well. At least we are going to try, because I can already see the spider on the other end is not behaving right. And thankfully, he did not spit any poison at me. And it is on it? Oh, I bet. And it is always on it. She wants to steal the precious G-virus for herself. This is why she helped Birkin, because Birkin is the only person that can make the G-virus. Cute? No, spiders are not cute. No. Not in this universe, mister. I actually am arachnophobic, so me seeing ginormous spiders like this, not good. But I understand it's a video game. Hey, Red. Gonna give you a shout out right now. Ah, I know, I remember what I forgot to do. Okay. I have the caps lock on. Give me a second. Mesh TV.
So what do you do around here? There's a line for you, Mad Dog. There you go. There's your sound clip.
Last playing Fallout New Vegas, doing the Honest Arts DLC. Have you finished that DLC yesterday? I wasn't able to watch you till like the end of the stream. I got really tired. I mean, it is better so far. I hope it's gonna stay that way. You'll finish it today. Nice. I hope it's gonna be fine, that it's not gonna die, because honestly, I'm hoping to at least do this scenario over here. Todd Welling, yeah. Another crocodile boss fight. The Gucci Purse boss fight. This is most possibly the easiest boss fight in the entire game. You just drop the gas tank over here, and you wait for the crocodile to basically get it into its mouth. After he's gonna do that, run back, 1 bullet, and he's done. And just like that, new Gucci purse available. Just carve off the skin, and you're good to go. You can actually fight this enemy normally, but it's gonna take a lot of ammunition, and he's always gonna hit you, so there's basically no point.
Leon. This bullet wound isn't making things any easier.
Quiet, Leon. I'll patch you up. That's 2 I owe you.
Don't mention it.
I just found out. John's dead.
What?
Never mind. Let's just get out of here. The sooner the better.
Alright, back in control. Now it's time to pick up a second medallion. And also read a note. Another note. Another one. Okay, so we got golden medallion. Sewer manager diary. June 28th. It's been a while, but I saw Don today and we talked after completing our work. He told me he had been sick and in bed until yesterday. It really doesn't come much of a surprise given how long it's been working here. He was sweating like a horse and kept scratching his body while we were talking. I asked if he was hot, but he just looked at me funny. What's wrong with him anyway? July 7th. Chief Irons has been visiting the lab quite often lately. I don't know what he's doing over there, but he always looks grim. The expression on his face has been even more unsettling than usual. My guess is that it's because of Dr. Birkin's impossible requests. The chief has my sympathies though. After all he's done for the town, he doesn't deserve this. July 21st. I rarely drink because I'm on the graveyard shift, but I don't suppose I have much to complain about since this is how I make my living. August 16th. Chief Irons came in late today, looking grimmer than usual self. I tried to joke with him to cheer him up, but he wasn't amused. He pulled his gun and threatened to shoot me. I was able to calm him down, but that guy must have been some serious problems. He knows he can't enter the lab without my help and my medal. This is what it means for the chief to serve and protect? August 21st. William informed me that the police and media have begun their investigation on Umbrella's affairs. He said that the investigation will be citywide and that there is a possibility they'll even search through the sewers. He asked me to suspend all Umbrella sewer facility operations until the investigation has concluded. The sewer will still be used for passage, but he stressed that I have to be extremely cautious and that I'd lose my job if anyone finds out about this operation. Alright, we got second medal, we have read the note. Now it's time to deliver the second note and proceed forward. And this is most likely the last time we're gonna use the valve in the game. We're not gonna need it anymore. 60 times the giant green geckos? Well, that's actually an alligator, but okay, we can go for geckos. Why not? Why not? Yeah, the issue with my internet was, it's something weird because it apparently was, if not still is, a city-wide malfunction, as it's something that is coming out from the main server room. I think that's how you could explain that, because I don't know the English words for like internet stuff, like main internet stations. I don't know. This is a PlayStation 1 version of Resident Evil 2. Alright, time to bring the power to the cart. And now let's get inside. And now we are going towards the scrap, not really describe the train yard. And from train yard to the... Alright, to the laboratory. Fighting the G-Hand is actually pretty easy. Just let him do the second hole over here. And then every single time he's gonna pop out, just put a one shot from the pistol until this cutscene is gonna happen, and then you're pretty much good to go. Environments work. Yeah, those backgrounds are pretty much pre-rendered. Those are basically very, very stretched images of the game. Very, very stretched. Back in the day, you could not allow yourself to play in 720p or 1080. Back then, 640 by 480, that was like the maximum that you could ever get. The one tip over here, if you use a lighter over here, it's gonna launch a flare, and that flare is gonna highlight the key that's in this corner. For Leon A scenario, you don't need upgraded parts for the Magnum. You're not gonna need them. The damage benefit is very, very minimal, and the recovery time is much longer. And you kinda need a little bit more. The fire rate aspect of the upgraded Magnum is basically very hindering. One shotgun shell against two zombies. And on this corpse on the far end, you're gonna get the super shotgun parts, which we are actually going to need against the creatures in the laboratory. And just like that, we got super shotgun that has additional capacity of rounds. It's increased by 2. Also, it is the second most powerful weapon in the game. At least for the Leon scenario. Because obviously the most powerful weapon for Leon is the upgraded Magnum. But like I said, the benefits of an upgraded Magnum are absolutely minimal. Essentially making the upgraded Magnum a weapon that is not really worth the trouble or the money or the time. And yeah, that's a leaper. So there was not really a lot that I could do against this guy, sadly. When the zombie leaps like this in RE2, he basically got the iframes, and he's impossible to stop. Alright, so we got the first aid spray. Additional Magnum rounds, and also additional shotgun rounds. Which Magnum is gonna get used on the nearest boss fights, but the things I'm gonna leave behind is the valve. We are not gonna need the valve for the rest of the game. And the first aid spray is gonna stay over here. I technically could heal myself with one of the greens, but we're gonna get enough healing in the future anyway. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Alright, made the save over here, and let's go. We're gonna pick up some additional pistol bullets as well. They're hidden in the corner right over here. Ada, please move. First, to activate the train, we need to get the key. The key is inside of a train as well. Now let me check something over here. Does Leon get anything from the corner? I think it could be Claire that gets something from the corner over here on the B scenario. I could be wrong. For some reason, I always think that right next to the key on one of the corners of that small room over there, there is actually something for either Claire or Leon to pick up. But I guess I was wrong. Will it push to activate? Yep.
Ada, can you hear me? Come on, snap out of it.
And now, it is time to get ready for a boss fight. Well, not really get ready, like mentally ready. Because we have in total we have 3 magazines for the Magnum. Let's just simply hope that the Birkin 2 is gonna cooperate properly with us on this one. And a matter of fact, Birkin 2 is definitely easier to fight than the Birkin 3 that Claire encounters in the same location. Okay, I can still put one more into him. And just like that, he's done. 9 shots from the Magnum finishes up the work.
Don't die on me, Ada. Come on. Wake up. Come on. Welcome back. Hey, take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's secret lab. I'll go find something to treat that wound, so just rest here in the meantime.
But I'll only slow you down with these injuries. Go. Save yourself.
I told you, it's my job to look after you.
But you'll be in danger if you stay with me. I know I've only known you for a short period of time, but I really enjoy being with you.
I
know I'm not capable of caring about anyone, but I don't want to lose you.
We're leaving this place together. Wait here for me. I'll be right back.
Alright, we're back in control of Leon. I'm gonna pick up this green herb because I got bitten by a zombie, so I'm gonna restore my health to 100%. Also, those shelves are gonna have additional items for us. More shotgun shells and more magnum rounds on the table. Besides that, this is a safe zone, so from this point on, we are pretty much going for the laboratory and we're gonna clean this entire place up and finish up the Leon A scenario. We are also today gonna do the Claire B scenario. Basically, after Leon A scenario, I'm gonna take a break and then I'm gonna jump into Claire B. We're gonna get this entire game done, and tomorrow I'm going to do the Resident Evil 2 remake. The Leon first and the Claire first. Because they decided to separate the Claire and Leon scenarios into first and second scenario, not A and B. Which in my opinion is kind of weird, but it is what it is. Alright, so what we got over here, we got notes. And that's the only thing that we're coming here for. Because sure, we could burn those plants over here, those little roots. We could burn them out, we could go through, we could kill some super lickers and get some shotgun shells, but it is not worth it. Also, we're gonna get the flamethrower from here, but the flamethrower as a weapon is absolutely useless. You don't need it. So first note, Laboratory Security Manual. Laboratory Security Manual, security measures in case of an emergency. In the instance of an uncontainable biohazardous breakout, all security measure will be directed towards the underground transport facility. In the instance that any abnormalities are detected among cargo transit, all materials will be automatically transported from the loading zone to the designated high-speed train, at which point all materials will be isolated and disposed of immediately. In the instance of a Class 1 emergency, the entire train will be purged and disposed of without delay. In the instance that the lab itself becomes contaminated, the northernmost route currently used to transport materials to and from the facility will be designated as the emergency escape route. This route will secure passage to the relay point outside the city limits. Disclosure about any information regarding research conducted here or the existence of this facility is strictly prohibited. Since it is top priority to keep all research classified, escape access may be denied under certain extenuating circumstances. And another note over here. User registration. Temporary user registration for the culture experiment room. Username guest. Password none. Valid for 24 hours. And that's the only usage of this room that we're gonna get for Leon A scenario. Now we can get to the blue zone. So we can get the first aid spray and also so we can get the fuse. Password. Yeah, it's gonna work because it's must. I bet this one did the same freaking approach when she was creating password in Fallout 4 for their own goddamn organization. Which I still like. To me, you have to be pretty freaking daft to do stuff like this. Anyway. There's the first aid spray. I'm gonna leave it in the box later. Don't really need it right now. Not even gonna need it throughout the entire playthrough. Anyway, we got the fuse case, and now we're gonna watch the best animation of 1998. And now we're gonna deliver the fuse to the main room. And then it's gonna be all the way back to the red zone. And I'm possibly gonna switch to the shotgun because we're gonna have to fight super lickers. Also, during the Leon A scenario, or in any A scenario, you do not activate the gas, because if you're gonna activate the gas right now, then Claire B is gonna have a much more difficult time to deal with the laboratory part. Get perfectly preserved pie? I wish. I wish I had some pie, actually. Some pumpkin pie. Even though I never had it. Some apple pie. Yes, apple pie 100%. Because I never had a pumpkin pie. Press the switch. You got 2 plants over here. What I'm gonna do is I'm simply gonna squeeze between the guy on the left, and just like that we managed to escape. No problem. The guy that's over here, he's never gonna attack us because he's way too slow, so we can very easily ignore him. Now, this is the room where we're gonna have to fight 3 super lickers. But we don't have to really worry about them that much, as we have the super shotgun and bunch of ammunition for them. Not sure if Immersion's gonna reach over there. Okay, now it reached. Well, this time this guy took 3 shots, but I think that's pretty understandable. One shot and 2 shots. Nice. Alright, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to pick up 2 green herbs. I'm gonna use 1 herb on myself, just as an insurance policy, because I'm not sure if I used the 1 green herb before, and the other green herb is gonna get used on the green and red herb combo. The little blue glowing PC over here, this is where we can get the map for their laboratory. If you are new and somehow don't know it. Anyway, first aid spray, that's going down below. And I'm gonna keep the green and every single item with me as we speak. Possibly gonna switch to the pistol because we're gonna get some regular zombies. By the way, the zombies in the laboratory are a little bit more resistant to damage than any other previous variation of a zombie. And there goes the red herb, right there. This is why I'm bringing the pistol with me, just so I can basically waste all the bullets from it. Because pistol at this point, from this point on, it's not gonna be very beneficial. This locker over here we could open if we brought the special key from the area where the flare gun was. The thing is, on Leon A scenario, upgrading the Magnum, like I said before, is not really a very good investment. Therefore, I simply don't do that. Okay, he's bleeding out. We don't really have to kill every single zombie in the next room. But the zombies that are approaching us, those are definitely good candidates to get eliminated. Except this guy over there. And he's a leaper. Yep. You know, I can guarantee you guys that this guy was like 1 bullet from actually dying, but the game was like, hey. But the game was like, hey, let's make it more miserable. Hey, this guy actually have bleeded out quite goddamn fast. And And I believe that from this point on, we are not really going to need the pistol, like, at all. We have this card over here, so we should be good to go. But because I got bit by a zombie by a leaper, which obviously it's a little bit broken, but it is what it is. Because I got bit by the leaper, I'm gonna use that one remaining green herb on myself where we killed the 3 lickers. The first usage of the umbrella card that we have just picked up is gonna be over here. And we have a kind of a mini boss fight inside of this room. The moth. We also have some worms on the keyboard over here. Just bring the pistol, aim at one of them individually. And just like that, the keyboard is clean, and now we can put on the login for the culture experiment room. No, wait, not A. The login was simply guest. We can now register the fingerprint. Valid for 24 hours. We are now perfectly able to return to the blue zone and make sure that we're gonna get another usage of a blue card. Sorry, we need to get to the blue zone, but this is the last usage of the umbrella card that we have picked in the past. And also, I believe that we are not gonna need this pistol anymore. Come to think about it, we're gonna use it's gonna have 2 spaces. We need to pick up the MO disc, and I think that's gonna be it. Yeah, I think the amount of space that I have managed to get right now is absolutely perfect. I could be wrong, of course. In the worst case scenario, we're gonna get back over here and sort our inventory. We are not gonna use the shotgun shells that much. Because for the boss fight, we need Magnum more than anything else. Use the green to get the maximum amount of health. Sure, 54 shotgun shells is enough to beat the entire game, so we don't have to worry. Okay, now over here we're gonna run around and we're gonna kill that plant. It takes between 2 and 3 shotgun shells to kill that plant. He's gonna get replaced by one of his other friends in the background, but I'd rather to kill him now so I can have a little bit of peace and quiet. Inside of... oh yeah, first things first, I need to open this door over here. And use the fingerprint. Fingerprint verified, and that's for... and that's gonna be for Claire B scenario. Instead of this room, we're gonna get 2 plants. We don't need this card anymore. We only need the ammo disc. And that's it. And now 2 plants. Oh, actually, not even 2 plants. We actually got zombies. Well, I totally forgot about that. You know what? Never mind. Just gonna kill these guys. And that's how powerful the shotgun is. It can actually kill a lot more enemies with 1 shot. And it has a chance to split the main body of the enemy in half. I want to pick up the Magnum rounds, but fine. 8 and 23, which means I have exactly 4 magazines right now. If my mathematics is right, which is most likely very, very wrong. Alright, we got the MO system disc. Now we can get back to the red zone, use the console, and pretty much finish the scenario. With this amount of healing, we should be able to defeat the William Birkin 3 and 4. But it also depends how well the Birkin is gonna cooperate with us, because this is technically the most difficult boss fight for the Leon A scenario, period. I'm also thinking about leaving the first 8 spray in the box and saving the game in case the boss fight is gonna go absolutely horrible. No, that's 6 times 4, but 8 times 3, it's 24. And you are right. Yeah, mathematics.
I know what you're looking for. You came for the G-Virus, didn't you? But you'll never take it from me. This is my husband's legacy. Now, where's that spy you were working with earlier? You know who I'm talking about.
What?
You really don't know anything, do you? You're so gullible. She's one of the operatives sent here by the agency. The only reason why she came here is to obtain the G-Virus.
That's a lie.
No, it's the truth. I discovered this when I did a background check on her. She specifically got close to John and became his girlfriend to get information about Umbrella.
That can't be. I know her. Ada wouldn't do something like that.
If you don't want to believe it, I don't really care. You're about to die anyway. What happened?
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
And this is the final stage of the game. Getting away from the laboratory. Which means you need to go through the red zone, down the stairs, use the ammo disc, save the game for the last time because...
Leon.
Oh, another cutscene.
I've been waiting for you, Leon.
What are you doing?
You know what this is about, so just hand over the G-Virus.
I don't believe this. Annette was right. About everything.
That's why I told you to leave without me, but you wouldn't listen. Now hand it over. Don't make me shoot you.
You can't do that.
Oh,
Ada! Ada, I've got you. Don't give up.
Leon, it's over. Just
promised you that we would escape. You just have to help me out here.
I really wanted to escape with you, Leon. Escape from everything. Goodbye.
Ada! So, this is what everyone's been dying
Rip Ada, at least until Resident Evil 4. Now we're gonna kill this plant. Not peculiar reason, just because I hate them. Now by going down the ladder, we're gonna encounter the naked zombies, which are pretty damn dangerous if you're gonna get caught by them. Because they also have a unique talent of being able to resist the super shotgun blast. Okay, I need to wait for this guy to approach a little bit closer. Here we go. On the plus side, this shotgun is semi-automatic. So you don't have the, you don't have to perform an action. But the action of the shotgun got immediately replaced with the fact that you have a stupendous amount of recoil. Now the only reason that we are coming over here is because I'm gonna make a save state over here, and I'm also gonna leave this first aid spray. We have managed to collect a total of 6 first aid sprays throughout this entire playthrough. And just like that, we are ready. What do you have to do to master me? Dude, I am horrible at math. I'm absolutely dreadful. I only maybe had like one good teacher of mathematics in my entire life. Don't really expect me to perform very well at mathematics in any way, shape, or form. Yep, recoil basically replaces the entire problem with the performing an action of a shotgun. Hey, Sally. Alright, so the final boss fight of the Leon A scenario, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to perform a little bit of a speedrun strat over here. And with a little bit of hope, Mr. Birkin, the Birkin 3 and 4, is gonna behave normally. If not, then we're gonna have to do it the long way. Okay, what's he gonna do? And just like that, he's done. Speedrun strats to the rescue. And we didn't even get hit. At this point, the only thing that we need to do for the Leon A scenario is simply run to the train and watch the cutscene.
Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine.
It's over. No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning. Goodbye, Ada.
And that was the Leon A scenario. I'm actually going to allow myself... Can I skip actually those credits? No, we cannot skip the credits. So yeah, that was the Leon A scenario for Resident Evil 2, 1998. Like I said, I am not ending up the stream. I'm gonna take a small break because I'm gonna make myself a second tea. I'm gonna probably eat a small sandwich or something, and then I'm gonna go and do a Claire B scenario. I believe that this playthrough have took us like around 3 hours, but we have to consider the fact that I have collected items that I shouldn't. I also have read all the notes, so 3 hours of playthrough is a good average in my case. The fastest I can beat the any scenario of the game is 2 hours, but that is without getting any heals, without saving. Basically going through one point of the game to another. And yeah. Rest in peace, Paul Haddad. He was the original voice actor for the Leon Scott Kennedy. And he, if I recall correctly, he died in 2000. He did die due to like throat disease complication in 2019 or 2020. Besides that, the only thing I can say that Resident Evil 2 is probably one of my most favorite Resident Evil games. Game producer Shinji Mikami, hell yeah. Resident Evil 2 had a very bumpy development anyway, because in 1997, Resident Evil 2 had a ready-to-release version of Resident Evil 2, but it got scrapped. It's now known as Resident Evil 1.5, and they took an entire year to basically rebuild the entire game and release what we currently got. What's next? The B scenario for Claire. But, well, what's actually next is gonna be that I'm gonna take a break time, because I need some. Well, let's see, we're definitely gonna get the A rank, 2 hours 39 minutes, which is pretty good. 0 saves, because I was using save states. Paul Leon? No, like, bitch and Claire. Like, Claire's not a bitch. Claire is bitchin' because she got very good armament. Anyway, I'm gonna save over this one. Yes. Second scenario. Alright, I'm gonna exit the emulator for now. There we go, switch to chat time. So yeah, like I said, it's time for a break, 10-15 minutes for myself. Thank you guys very much for watching me so far. Links to my YouTube, Discord, whatever you guys need is down below in the panels. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys have enjoyed the show, consider following me on Twitch. If you watch this on YouTube, consider subscribing, ringing the bell, slapping the like, and all that algorithm stuff. If you guys wish to support me in any way, shape, or form, there's option of getting subs on Twitch. That's going to give you ad-free viewing some nice looking emotes. There's also option of bits on Twitch. That's going to give you even more unique looking emotes. And for people who wish to support me in more direct way, there's also option of donations. For people on YouTube, the links for donations are going to be in the description, but for people on Twitch, that's gonna be 3 links in the chat: Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Ko-Fi. If you guys wish to donate and support me more directly, those are the options if you guys want to. If not, I simply hope that you guys enjoy the show. Like I said, Discord for knowing when I go live, YouTube for the VODs, and Twitter for not only to know where I go live, also to know like I'm posting the random stuff over there every now and then. So yes. Okay, I'm gonna play some clips in the meantime while I'll be taking a break. So don't go anywhere, we're gonna do the Claire B scenario after the break. Be right back.
The fuck is your boss?
Here.